Coming up, men's lacrosse is undefeated in conference play. Women's track and field brings home a team victory, and we've got the latest on softball and baseball. That's next on Inside Owl Athletics. Welcome to the show. I'm Matt Holderman. All of the Owls spring sports teams saw plenty of action over the past week. We start things off with women's lacrosse, who played Westfield State University in the Battle of the Owls.
After a scoreless first 8 minutes, Chelsea Lewis kicked things off for Keene State, scoring the first goal of the night. The first half would end tied 6-6, but Westfield State erupted in the second half, outscoring Keene 9-2. Westfield would go on to get the victory, 15-8. Bridget Casey led the way for Keene State once again, with 3 goals and 3 assists.
The women's lacrosse team saw action last weekend, too. They played in a tough conference matchup against Western Connecticut State University.
The Owls' senior star Chelsea Lewis came out of the gates firing, with not just 1, but 2 goals in the first 2 minutes. The Colonials proved to be strong down the stretch, though. Brooke Baldelli had 6 goals, leading WestCon to victory. Final score, Colonials 19, Owls 9. Allie Daisy scored the only goal for the Owls in the second half, and Chelsea Lewis ended the day with 5 goals.
The men's team is undefeated in conference play so far.
They got another commanding LEC win on Tuesday night against Castleton. The Owls continued their strong scoring by putting 17 goals in the back of the net. Joe Nutting led the way for the Owls, getting 5 goals on the day. Shane Malloy and Dave Wiedenfeld also scored 2 goals apiece. Owls win 17-6.
The Owls traveled to Salem State on Saturday to face off against the Vikings. Keene went on a scoring spree during the game. The Owls scored 25 goals, with Jordan Cato netting 5 himself. Anthony Marcella and Alec Dawson each added 2 goals of their own. Keene wins 25-5. Softball traveled to Middlebury for a doubleheader on Wednesday. In Game 1, the Owls led going into the 6th, but Middlebury rallied, scoring 3 runs in the 6th and held on for the 8-7 win. In Game 2, the Owls found their offense. A 6-run second inning and a 4-run third helped Keene State cruise to a 13-9 victory. Saturday, softball took a split on the road at Western Connecticut. Molly St. Germain dominated Game 1 from the mound. The senior tossed a complete game shutout, allowing just 3 hits and 1 walk. Owls roll in Game 1, 7-0. Game 2 was a different story. The Colonials broke out with 5 runs in the second and never looked back. The Owls lost 8-0 in a run rule. Strong hitting and some clutch defense helped the Owls edge out Johnson & Wales on the baseball diamond Saturday.
The Owls broke the game open in the 3rd inning with this single down the left field line by John Tarasio. The hit brought 2 runs home. In the 4th, this double play by Sean O'Donnell and Greg Pajuli shut the Wildcats down. Keene State held on to win 5-4. Sean O'Donnell picked up his 3rd win of the season, and Connor Johnson got the save.
Keene State's track and field teams have plenty to celebrate from last weekend's Jim Sheehan Memorial Meet. The Owl women won the meet. Individual standouts included Christina Martin, first place in the 10,000 meters. 2 hurdlers posted times to qualify them for the New England Division III championships, Skylar Gauthier in the 100 hurdles and Nicole Dalmeda in the 400 hurdles. On the men's side, Jared Hannon won the long jump and also qualified for the championships. Clinton Mungetta set a qualifying time with his 2nd place finish in the 400 meters, and so did Alex Medina with a 2nd place finish in the 400 hurdles. As a team, the men finished 3rd. 2 Owl athletes are receiving conference honors this week. For the 3rd straight week, Shannon Parks is the Conference Field Rookie of the Week. Her 3rd place in the discus helped the Owl women's team win the Jim Sheehan Memorial over the weekend. Charlie Malloy has received his 2nd Defensive Player of the Week award. Malloy picked up 9 ground balls and 2 caused turnovers in the Owls' 2-0 week. Your Owl athletes of the week come from men's lacrosse and softball. Sophomore Jordan Cato had a stellar week, scoring 8 goals. Cato got a hat trick in the win over Eastern Connecticut. He followed that up with 5 goals in the victory over Salem State. Senior pitcher Molly St. Germain is off to a strong start on the mound and at the plate. She pitched a 3-hit shutout to defeat Western Connecticut last week, and her .362 batting average leads the team. Congratulations to all our weekly award winners. Softball will be the only sport at home this weekend, but there's plenty of other action on the road. Saturday, track and field is off to Connecticut College in New London for the Sylphin Invitational. Baseball will be at Southern Maine for a doubleheader. First game starts at noon. Women's lacrosse will also be heading to Maine for a match with the Huskies. Their game starts at noon as well. Softball travels to UMass Boston for a pair of games. First pitch is at 1. Softball is back home on Sunday for a make-up doubleheader with Southern Maine. First game starts at 1. Spring sports are always subject to weather-related schedule changes. Check out KeenOwls.com for the latest schedule updates. Again, that's KeenOwls.com. That's all for this week's show. For all of us here at Inside Owl Athletics, I'm Matt Holderman. Thanks for watching.